The Kick-Off Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to Beach FM Sports with Damian on your Saturday morning, and let's talk American football now, and let's welcome into the show for the first time Brendan McGurk, one of the board members from New Zealand American Football Federation. Good morning, Brendan.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. It's interesting times at the moment, my friend. How are you holding up?
I'm pretty good, and still working. It's business as usual for me. I'm just not wearing shirt and pants. I'm at home in track pants and a t-shirt. So yeah, everything's pretty good here.
Awesome stuff, mate. Well, I saw on Facebook this week that you guys were having a little changing of the times, if you will, and you're having a Madden tournament. So I thought, what a better time to reach out, as well as having the draft last week. So, how many members do you guys have in your sporting government body in New Zealand?
So we've got we want to say about 1,500 to 2,000 members. We're not that's people that play senior contact, junior flag, and then we've also got a ton of, primary school age kids that are involved in American football and picking up a ball through the Kelly Sports program.
Oh, awesome.
So that's mainly the North Island. And then, we have tons of schools. And I think what we're trying to do is more get kids from picking up just a football and throwing it, even if it's a rugby ball, throwing it with a forward pass, and just trying to do that. So, about 2,000 people, 2,000 kids, I think. But when you talk about fans, it's over 10,000.
Oh, fans, yeah, it would be absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And, I've been a silent observer for many years now, but rugby's always been the go-to. So it is played in summer in New Zealand, isn't it?
Yeah, so in New Zealand, we have it as parallels with the American season. So,
right.
When it's played over there, it's just easier in terms of equipment procurement. But it's also a fact we realise that most of our guys that we play rugby. We're a rugby nation first and foremost. So we're kind of realising that. So we try not to encroach on their season, but as it seems, they're encroaching on ours now with the season that's steaming up. But we're a summer sport.
Yeah,
which is quite good because
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a few mates that have been in the system, Cannon Noble, Mark Peard, it's been interesting. You watch a game in New England where it's snowing, and then you see the boys out there in the sun. So interesting stuff. You were mentioning you were mentioning before that you're a player. So how young were you when you actually got a go in? And back then, what were the leagues like around New Zealand getting into American football?
So I'll talk about kind of outside what Canterbury and the South Island, but I know Auckland has always been a 11-man contact league, and it's been a bit smash and blow kind of situation. We're trying to move away from that to go into a more technical. Let's actually teach the basics that gets the things right, because as you know, the increase in concussions and the awareness around it, it's kind of become a big thing.
Absolutely.
And in, say, Christchurch, for example, we started off as a bunch of guys that played contact flag football. So it was, you can tackle someone, but if you can't tackle them, you can pull a flag. We then realised it's probably not the smartest thing to do, so we ended up going to a smaller version of games. So we went to 5s and 7s. So similar to 2020 cricket or 7s rugby.
Of course.
It's a faster pace of the game. Still, the rules are pretty much the exact same. It's just it's more enforced in the basics, and you read your highlight reads, your technique, and it allows for a seamless transition for our guys that have gone on to play 11-man contact over in Aussie or in Europe or in the States. So we've been focusing on that. It's slowly taking over the rest of the country with. Let's learn to play this game. Let's play this game right. Let's have a pathway for players, and let's get them overseas. Because, as you would have noticed in the draft, they had, I think, something like 5% of the players drafted were of Polynesian or island descent, and we've got a huge amount of players like that in Christchurch. And in Christchurch, even in New Zealand, Auckland, it's like, if you teach them the basics, New Zealand could be a pipeline to colleges in the States.
Absolutely.
Because we've got that tough rugby mentality in players, and they know how to tackle properly, and we've made great defensive players.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
are seeing a grow in levels of female athletes with softball, their pathway to the American colleges. A few
Yep.
basketball, a few New Zealand people
Yep.
with lines to basketball. Are we? Is that something that you guys have a focus on to grow that development so there is that pathway?
Oh, absolutely. So in Auckland, we've got we've got the Women's League. Last year, we put out a call, kind of a call to arms to, New Zealand players that are in Australia. Do we want to create a women's national team and go up against Australia, vie for one of those spots in the World Cups? And unfortunately, we just didn't have the numbers for it. But with flag football, we've really been pushing on, unisex teams or female teams or things like that. And the uptake's actually been really good, especially in the lower levels, because you've got a large number of girls that are phenomenal flag football players because you catch the football like you do a netball.
Yep.
And netball's ingrained in them. So, they're able to high point a ball and then run. And because it's non-contact, they're absolutely destroying boys. And, the World Championship of Flag, which was cancelled suspended earlier this year, is open to male and female grades. So we're really looking at trying to get more women involved in the sport because it's an alternative.
Outstanding. Yeah, I can definitely imagine Portia Woodman on wide receiver with the gas that she's had. Hey, mate.
Exactly.
It is it's an interesting time. If you are any sports fan, the off season is a big one in American sports. This one's been pretty crazy. I mean, we've seen people, Tom Brady for one, leaving Patriots after 20 years.
Yep.
Gronk getting traded out of retirement, and a Zoom NFL draft. How crazy was that?
It's a weird year for American football. As you said, you've got Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. Everyone thought he was going to stay there. I'll support him wherever he goes. But,
good man.
On game day, my heart is in Austin. But the other big thing is you've got all these established quarterbacks. If you said last year, all right, Cam Newton, Andy Bolton, will not be on their teams and they won't be signed. Jameis Winston will be a saint.
Andrew Luck retired.
Idiot.
Yeah.
It's a weird year. And then you've got all these college stars and the college scheme coming into the NFL now. With you've got your hybrid running backs, you've got your hybrid linebackers, you've got receivers getting bigger and bigger. Therefore, the corners are having to get bigger and bigger. And the days of the traditional, just up and down north-south running backs are gone, and you've got these hybrid players, and you've got an RPO offense. So the biggest stud player is now going to have to be your quarterback because he's got to do his reads. Yeah, exactly. And then you've got Derrick Henry or Tractor Cedo who just bowls everyone over. It's a weird situation.
It is. It probably started with Patrick Mahomes breaking the Madden curse, but so let's talk about Madden. You guys are having a tournament. What's involved? How do people get involved?
So we decided, with lack of sports and as a way to engage with players during this off season, we'll do a Madden tournament. We've got 2 brackets, one for PS4, one for Xbox One. If you want to get involved in it, entries close on the 4th, and just if you go to the New Zealand American Football website or Facebook page, there's a link. It'll direct you to it. What the plan is that we end up much like March Madness with college basketball. We'll have a bunch of heats. We'll do some seedings, and then it's a 1v1 elimination. So hopefully by the end of it, we'll have the best 2 players in the country fighting it for the finals. And we've got cash prizes. We've got copies of the new Madden when it gets released. They'll be sent out to winners. We've got spot prizes. And then on sign up, because we want to support our clubs, we've got, if you win the tournament and you've nominated a club, that club gets $400. And then the club that has the most people sign up gets equipment. So, brand new leather footballs and things like that.
Awesome.
So it's just a way of, have fun. It doesn't cost you anything. And there's a chance that you can not only meet and play against other guys, but, you may be put in contact with a club and you might want to play, flag or contact or get involved with coaching or officiating. it's just a way of connecting the community in kind of a weird time.
Absolutely. Well, mate, I really appreciate your time this morning on the show. Go well with the tournament, go well with everything, and just like everyone, I can't wait to see you guys out there again.
Oh no, mate, it'll be great.